welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. I thought, and you're probably going to be really sick and tired of seeing these, but I absolutely love doing them at the minute. So I thought we could do an envelope journal. But I've got these tags. These are the wiggle tags, a die set number 2 from Clever Prints that I bought. But I also thought, how nice would it be if we brought in some of the stamps that I got in my design team package and do like a little mini envelope journal. So that's what I'm thinking. We use the tags. Well, what I'm thinking is using the tags as the pages. So I don't know how we're going to do this, but I do know that this is going to be awesome. So I've already decided that it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to use, let's get the envelopes, because I'm thinking, yeah, I think I'm going to use this one, the second one in. So I do need my pliers, but unfortunately I don't have my snips. I just have these ones, but that is fine because we can deal with it. Okay, and then, so there we are. Because I'm thinking that we can use the wiggle bits as our pages. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's move these out of the way because we don't need them. So I need some, either, I'm trying to think, do I want to use cardstock or do I want to use paper? Let's use this. This is, so this is just 160 GSM. So it's not quite paper and it's not really quite cardstock either, if that makes any sense. I class it as card, but I know some people just class it as thick paper, so I suppose it depends on, yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do, what I might do as well while I'm here, because I'm going to have to let the doggies in, is, let's break these up. Is I'm going to get my die cut machine out. I'm going to die cut some of these. I'm going to die cut some of these little ones as well, because we could make it like a little book. So as many as I can on each, on each piece of paper. So, and I think I'm going to do maybe 9, 10, I don't know. I don't know how many I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to die cut all of these. Once these are all die cut, then I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, so I think there's 11 pages. Don't ask me why I've just decided to do 11, but yeah. 2, let me just double check, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. For some reason I did 11. I think it's just I grabbed a pile of papers out. Okay, so I think I'm going to change very slightly what we're going to do. So this is going to be a book of sorts. So first of all, I want to be able to pop something through there. Now I'm wondering if to use a ring, or I don't know. What about a bulb pin? That might work, mightn't it? Because I want it so that it's sort of, yeah, actually that could work. Right, okay, I think I have an idea of what we're doing. So it's not going to be, well, it is going to be an envelope journal of sorts, but it's going to be very different to what I have done, just because I've been thinking about it while I was cutting it. Yeah, so I have my envelope here and I've got our paper, and because I want this to be my cover, I'm just folding that over like so, because it just feels really, really nice to have that. And then what I want to do is I'm just going to pop a hole in the center. So let's mark where I want this to be. Okay, so we want the hole about there. Okay, so just like that. I think that's just a bit off, but Yeah, that should be fine. So then our bulb pin, just because I don't have any, oh, that fits perfectly. Hang on, let's put that in. Now I do need to still do a cover, but that just means, I'm thinking that, let me have a look. I need to see how this is going to work. This is how I sort of design. So I'm basically taking you on my journey of how I would design this. I'm thinking that I'm going to cut that off. Yeah, I think, yes. Do you know what? I am. And this is going to be where, because how would we use it? Right, I need to put my cover on. Let's put the cover on first, because then I know what I'm doing then. So that's going to go along there like that. So let's stick that down. So I hope you're following me. But yeah, this is just how I sort of go about designing when I'm wanting to do something just a little bit different. I start off with an idea and then I sort of go from there. So yeah, and that's what we're sort of doing here. But I really like the bulb pin idea a lot, so I don't really want to change that up. Okay, so we need to have that the same length, so I'm just going to grab my longer scissors for this. Okay, so just like this. Okay, perfect. I'm loving that. Yeah, and actually that I'm going to have at the back as a pocket. Now, do I want it to the side? Oh, I'm loving how it's looking, but I'm thinking that maybe that's not the best thing to have, and actually a book ring is probably best, or a ribbon, or I don't know. I really wanted that though. So I'm just stood up, so if I do sound a bit louder, it's because I'm stood up at my drawers having a look to see what I have, but I know that I don't have any book rings left. I do need to order some. So what can we use if we don't have any? Let's try. I've got lots of ribbon. So, oh, I love that one. That is gorgeous. That was actually made for me, but that's not what I wanted. Let's go with this yellow one. So bits of ribbon that I had just laying around, I put in that bulldog clip. Oh, and it falls down. Right, let's try this then. I really like this bulldog, this bulb clip. It's just deciding now what we're going to do. So that's Quincy. It's just, yeah, I'm wondering, can we keep this on the clip and maybe have it so that we do it, I don't know, we have it so that it's pinned inside like so. Actually, I quite like that idea, but then, oh, that actually fits quite nicely. I might do that, you know. And then I have this ribbon which can then go through. Honestly guys, I really am making this up as I go along, as you can see. But you know, this is how, I mean, we could have that so that, right, let's take this bulb pin off. As much as I love it and I really want it and I will get it to work, I have thought of a different idea. So my only concern is the tops of these are very thin, so I don't know how much, like how well they would hold without ripping, if that makes any sense. Okay, so pop that in there. I'm going to put this in the back. Okay, like so. And then, right, and then don't want all of that. If I just did, say, a little bow, not too tight, just for now, like so, up at the top, then we could, see, that needs to be all able to open up, doesn't it? Although up there, so if we had it so that it opened up like that, then that would work. So that works. Right, let's glue this down because we don't need that bit. Okay. Right, so that's the way forward. So ribbon is the way forward for this. So, right, now that I've got the ribbon on and we are all nice and we've got a nice little bow in, yeah, it's time to decorate it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick all of this bits down, just like so, and I am going to cover the inside of it. On the back of it here, we've got this piece that can be a pocket, so let's do that. I'm just going to glue underneath there, and actually I'm going to glue inside this so we make this pocket like really strong, and then we'll do it so yeah, it's that way. I just need that bit of glue to dry. Okay, so just going to go along there, along here, and along here, like so. Oh, do you know, my coordination is terrible. Oh, I'm liking this, really liking it. So then that gives us our pocket. So yeah, so in theory that could be our front if we wanted it to be, and then that just opens up and then we can write, or we can have it two ways. Oh, that'd be so cool. Right, okay, so now we're going to decorate our journal up using our gorgeous papers. I definitely want to add some of this on because it's lovely. Now I only have this little bit left of this paper, so yeah, so I'm going to go along there, but I don't want the edges to be really perfect. If I want them to be sort of torn and yeah, rustic looking, because that's just what the papers and stuff sort of scream out to me. So that's why we're doing a fold in and then we're ripping. Okay, so there, and again just right, so that's going to sit up perfect, and I think the colour of this paper just fits lovely with that ribbon as well. So that just gives us a pocket on the back, just there, and then let's see what we can do with this, because I just want to decorate up the front, just using what we have left. Oh, I like that. So let's glue this on. Okay, like so. Make sure that's nice and stuck. And then I think I want to cover the inside of that. Definitely, actually, just because it doesn't look very nice. Oh, I love that. I don't really want to add too much more to the front. I think it literally is just going to be a bit of stamping now. So what I'm going to do is use my my VersaFine Claire, and right, I've got some cardstock here that we could use. Okay, and I want to use this one here, this stamp. Let's grab a stamping block. We need to actually put things away. Okay, so let's stick that on there, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to stamp this down a couple of times, because we're going to fussy cut these out. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Okay, and another one. Move them out of the way. So, right, perfect. Right, okay, so really liking that. Just going to clean off my stamp so that I don't get inky fingers when I put it away. I'm really liking those flowers as well, actually. So I'm wondering, yeah, let's have some of these flowers. Okay, so just need a little bit more cardstock, and then so just gonna, yeah, and then what I think I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do any fancy colouring or anything because I don't think we need it. I'm just gonna bring in some of my distressings. Definitely going to bring in the crushed olive because that is screaming out to me as I look at my distressings, and probably my vintage photo as well. I think that would be a good one to have. I don't know if I can fit that on, but it'll do. Right, okay, so I'm liking that. So yeah, I'm just thinking really quick ink blending on these, and then fussy cut them out. Put that back up there. Let's pop this away, like so. What did I do? I don't know where I put the other bit of plastic. I have used this stamp set before, so yeah. The other thing that might be nice, let's put you away. Right, okay, and also let's grab all of these because we really don't need these anymore. These are tag dies, however I have used them for creating pages in our journal. How cool is that? I don't know if these are available anymore either, which is such a shame, but yeah, I know that they've gone off the website. I got them for a bargain. I can't even get them in. But yeah, they do have similar ones, but you could just use, you could really make them without the dies and do, you know, use your decorative scissors. That would be a good thing to do. So, right, now that we've got them gone, let's bring in the crushed olive. I'm also thinking maybe something nice and bright. What about abandoned coral? That could work, could. Although, oh, I like the fired brick more, and vintage photo. Yeah, I'm liking that. Right, okay, so let me get these out. So I don't need my yellow, do I? And my green, my brown, and my red. Where's my red? Where's the brown? And there's the brown. Okay. So what I'm going to do, so like I said, this is going to be really quick, simple colouring in. We don't need to do much at all to these. And oh, I'm using the wrong one. Okay, that one's actually for my brown, so let's get the green one back. And I'm just going to add some of the colour onto these, just in spots, because we'll come in and add a bit more colour in other places. Okay, and then I want to come in around, like I said, really quick, easy colouring in. Nothing fancy with this at all. Don't think you need it. And actually with the paper that I am using, and along with that ribbon, I think that we should keep the palette quite nice. Right, I want to use this fired brick because that just looks gorgeous. So in just some areas, like so, just going to come in with this and add some extra colour on. So just around like that. Now we are going to fussy cut these out, and you can see I'm not doing anything special at all. And it's the beauty about stamps like this. You can really put your own spin on everything and do what you want. If you're not very good at colouring, then you can do this with them. Oh, right. Oh, I like that. Okay, so just bringing in that colour. I just think it really, really works. There we go. Just bringing a bit more up here. Okay, and some more down here. Right, and then the last one that I want to bring in is I want to bring in my vintage photo. So, and that's just gonna come in on here like so, and then a little bit around. It really is just to go like to fit in more with the craft cardstock. It's the only reason why I'm adding small amounts of this in. Right, loving that, absolutely loving it. So let's get all of this fussy cut out. So I'm going to stop the camera and fussy cut this off camera because I don't think you need to see me cut it up, and then we'll finish off our little mini journal, which is super exciting. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm back. I'm loving this. I have to admit, this is just turned out absolutely gorgeous, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I design things like this, because I just think it's absolutely amazing and beautiful and all the rest of it. So yeah, really, really pleased with it. So this is what I'm thinking for the front. So something just like this, and then maybe have a bit up there. Yeah, I'm loving that. So let's get this glued down. Okay, so just like this, and then I'm going to just glue that just there. Now I want to cut this, and we will use this other bit. So this is just going to sit. I don't want it to go on this bend because otherwise it's not going to. It's going to end up coming undone, and we really, really don't want that. So yeah. Okay, and then stick that bit just on there like that. So there we have it, and then eventually I'll put something there. But how lovely is that? Oh, I just love it. So inside, I just want to grab some of the paper. Now I'm thinking, oh, it's my favourite one, this one. So again, I'm thinking that we can just sort of yeah, tear it and yeah, do what we need to do. So I'm just gonna tear that off down there. Okay, so there's that bit, and you need to tear off some of it along here as well. So, and if it's not perfect, that's the beauty about tearing. It doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, the folding really is just to help us along. And then, so that I want, okay, I'm thinking, can we get away with just folding this in half? Because if we can, it means we can have this for the back and the front cover. So okay, yes, we can. Right, I just need to tear a little bit more off down there because that's just, it's sort of sticking out just a little bit too much. Perfect. Right, okay. Although, yeah, no, I do. I want this bit for this bit, and it just makes that just look a little bit tidier. And then when we lift our paper up, we'll have this piece just there. Perfect. And again, like I said, it just makes it look that little bit tidier. But it's also quite rustic as well because we've torn it. We've got two straight edges, which is fine. But oh, that's gorgeous. I can't believe how gorgeous this has gone. Right. And then inside, I'm thinking that I'm going to half this and actually, so this is where I do my little strange things. I'm wondering whether, yeah, so I'm going to put that on there with a flower, yeah, because then it's bringing in the front cover, so there, and then up at the top, especially so that we can hide this little bit, is I'm just going to stick this up at that top, perfect. And again, let's bring in a flower, and that can just sort of sit in there. So that's inside and that side done. Now it's just down to our back cover. So I'm going to cut this in half, okay, and that's just going to stick just there. I'm going to have this one just stick about there, and then I'm very tempted just to have one, yeah, and then have this one over here, and then maybe, no, actually I don't want that one. I think that one can just be a spare. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Isn't that just a lovely journal? That is beautiful, and that is made out of, yeah, that's made out of just an envelope. So I have these bits, and I'm thinking, because we've got that pocket at the back, why don't we just do the same with the middle size one that I did, because I've still got some of this left over. The only thing is we'll just do, this will actually have, yeah, so that can, it's just going to have a smaller cover, okay. And then if I pop in, where's, because then we can use that for, yes, I think that's going to work lovely. Right, let me just grab these. So that's going to go on there. So I'll grab my scissors, and we're just going to cut up here, okay, because we don't need that, okay. I'm looking for just a pen or a pencil. Right, why is it I can never find them when I want them? Okay, so I want this to be about there, and then we're just going to pop in a hole. There we go. Right, so then let's put these together, grab our ribbon, and let's do what we've just done with the top. So that's going to go through there, and then we're going to go through this bit like so, and then we're going to go through here like that. Yay! And then same as what we've just done on the other one, we're just going to tie it into a loose knot, and because we do need it to be able to right, I need that to be bigger, so let's pull some more of that through. There we go. Right, let's try that again. So it needs to be quite loose. Don't do it too tight, you want it to be loose, so that you can, there we go, love it. And then just gonna do that. So there we have it, because the looser it is, the more we can open it. And then I just want, really, I should have glued all of this down before I stuck it down, but I was getting carried away with myself, so just putting some glue in there and gluing that together. And let's do it to the other side. And can you believe this is literally just made from envelopes, and it's really quick and easy. So depending on the size will depend on how many envelopes you require. So there's that. Now I do have a little bit of this paper left, so we're definitely going to use that, and I'm going to use it on the front of our piece. Okay, it's going to go on there like that. Okay, so just like that, and then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around it. Okay, and the last little bit, there we go. And then Oh, look at that. And then just so that it all ties in nicely, we'll use that last flower. So, oh, isn't that gorgeous? That is just absolutely gorgeous. And then that will just sit in there like that. So there we have it. How cool is that? And like I said, I'll probably find some words out or something and pop some words on it. But I think that has turned out beautifully. So there it is. So we've got our inside, we've got all of our pages, and then it's all nicely decorated. And then on the back, with that leftover bit of envelope, we've made ourselves a pocket, and then we've created another little book in the same sort of style at the back. I mean, that is just, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, and I have to send this off and I don't want to. It's too nice. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it here today, and I hope you've enjoyed it, seeing how I design, how I bring things together, how my mind works. Yeah, so it might be seem like a bit of a mess, but I think the way that this has turned out, I think it's just absolutely beautiful. But it just goes to show, you know, these are 5x7 envelopes, just so that you're aware. And this die that I used measures because I know that I will get asked. So it's 11 centimeters or just over 4¼ inches by 12 centimeters or just over 4½ inches, so 4¾ inches. So that's how big it is. But I mean, like I say, you don't need these dies. You can just cut some paper or tear some paper, put a hole in, and you'll get the same thing. But there you have it. That is my little book for today. Well, actually, that is my 2 little books for today. Thank you again for watching. I hope I do see you again soon in another video. But until then, please do all take care and happy crafting. Bye.